What is going on, New York Giant fans? Welcome back to another video. Hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate coming back. Share this out and do all of the good stuff. We are close to 2,000 day by day by day. And if you share out, if you have other people subscribe, it helps us tremendously trying to get to the 2K mark before the draft. I thought we should have been there already, but of course, some things on our end we could definitely do better. But anyway, we've done Yankees content, a lot of YouTube shorts, but like the last video, it's kind of time to get into the NFL draft a little bit more as the scenarios come along and the draft countdown commences. I think as of this recording day, which is on April 2nd, but this will go out later. Let's see, draft starts the 25th. It's about three-ish weeks till the draft, and it's going to be a fun thing for Giant fans because, well, some Giant fans will be happy, some Giant fans will be mad, but it depends. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I want to talk about a quarterback that's been rumored to be liked by the New York Giants. Hell, loved by the New York Giants if we want to escalate a little bit, but apparently it's more than like at this point. So, that quarterback is J.J. McCarthy. And the title of this video will be, will the New York Giants select J.J. McCarthy if available? He is the quarterback out of Michigan. We're going to talk about some notes and also what the reports have been on J.J. McCarthy and the Giants connection, and will they take him if available? So, let's go into the notes. The Giants need a quarterback, right? We've been talking about it pretty much all offseason. Daniel Jones is not really dependable due to injury and inconsistencies. They had to pay him in 2023 because they were coming off of a playoff win, which they hadn't won a playoff game since Eli Manning. There was really no other valid replacement. They wanted to keep the same unit together, continuity. So they need a quarterback because Daniel Jones, once again, though he's on the contract, not really healthy all the time, and he's inconsistent as a quarterback and really won't get you to the promised land. And this year, this past season, kind of cemented all of the things we thought about Daniel Jones before 2022, which obviously is a bad thing and puts the Giants in a position. And there's a lot of things surrounding that. The Giants need a number one wide receiver. The Giants also have next year's quarterback class, but at the same time, it's not as talented as this one. And hell, if Daniel Jones is the quarterback for this team, they're probably winning 5 to 7 games, and we'll have the same argument again. Oh, they're not in the position to take a quarterback. They have to trade up and give up all these assets. So that's where, the McCarthy thing comes in, and McCarthy could sit behind Daniel Jones, and I know it would have 3 quarterbacks on the roster with Drew Lock, Daniel Jones, J.J. McCarthy. But McCarthy could be inactive, and Drew Lock could be the backup, and Jones could be the starter, or you finagle it however you want. You'd be one of the only teams keeping 3 quarterbacks on the active roster. I really don't count Tommy DeVito anymore because I don't think he's going to be on the active roster because you already have Jones and you already have Drew Lock. And again, the Giants are in a position next year they could cut Daniel Jones and save some good cap money, while J.J. McCarthy in that situation takes over as a starter. And that could be any quarterback. That could be Michael Penix. That could be Bo Nix. That could be Jaden Daniels. That could be Drake May. But in this situation, we're talking about J.J. McCarthy. Now, also J.J. McCarthy, as far as he goes, before we get into the connection between the two, I happen to like J.J. McCarthy. Now, personally, I don't believe that he is 6th overall pick valuable. But again, I have been proven wrong on a lot of occasions. I've been proven right. But again, we'll see what happens, and it's no guarantee that the New York Giants are going to select them. Yes, no, maybe so, whatever. Because guess what? He could be taken by the Vikings at 4. But McCarthy has a ceiling that's very much unknown right now. I think he's one of the safer picks. I know that's really an oxymoron. We're talking about his unknown ceiling and talking about, how he's a safe pick. But I don't think there's too many risks to taking him. I just think, the ceiling, he wasn't really asked to do much at Michigan, and a lot of people believe that. and they don't believe in his pure arm talent. They don't believe in his processing. There's multiple issues that people will pick apart with J.J. McCarthy. Again, I happen to like McCarthy. I happen to like the top 5 quarterbacks in this draft class, but I also rank them on separate levels based on their strengths and weaknesses. And McCarthy, my 2 problems with him, I know definitely it has to be the mobility. I don't think he's as mobile. Like, you look at him on the film, he's definitely like a Josh Allen runner or Daniel Jones runner, to even put it that into perspective, but he's not elusive. So he is your pocket passing quarterback if you're talking on NFL standards. And also, I think he does run into a lot of sacks and tries to create plays that aren't there. But that's a lot of college quarterbacks, to be honest. And also another thing, let's see, one over the pocket presence and not throwing plays away. So those are really 2 issues, but I thought the processing was good. And here's the thing as well. A lot of people think at the next level, oh, he's going to need this fantastic offensive line, which he did have a solid O-line at Michigan. Always going to need a fantastic wide receiver core. Well, Cornelius Johnson and Roman Wilson, those are the only 2 guys that I could name off of the wide receiving core at Michigan. They're not superstars. It's not Marvin Harrison and Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas. Those guys are solid wide receivers, but they're not ones. So those are the notes in terms of why these 2 are connected without the reports. The Giants need for a quarterback, J.J. McCarthy needing some development, and Brian Daboll is that guy. Offensive guru, quarterback guru. He loves evaluating quarterbacks, as he said in the press conference. I believe it was at the No, it wasn't at the combine. It was the owners' meetings. So, interactions with the New York Giants. The Giants first, I believe, had a private. It was a dinner. It was a dinner first they had with J.J. McCarthy, and Jordan Schultz tweeted it out, and then he deleted it, which a lot of people were like, is this true? Is this not true? And Jordan Schultz is a pretty reliable reporter. Well, it turns out Pat Leonard, who I'm believing more and more, though many people don't like him, I'm believing him more and more, and he comes out and says the Giants were just generally not happy that headline came out because they don't want that stuff to get out about them being in the quarterback market and stuff like that. So that's one thing. And ESPN insiders, talk about this before we talk about the big chunk that really connects the 2. A lot of people think the Giants guy is J.J. McCarthy, and if so, the question is whether they can sit at 6 and take him, or whether they might need to trade up a spot or 2. That's, again, ESPN insiders. And McCarthy is rising up draft boards. A lot of people like him over Drake May, and that's going to fluctuate. But also, a lot of people in the NFL media have said, look, J.J. McCarthy is liked by the NFL teams more than he is liked by the fans and the media. Number 3, private workout with J.J. McCarthy on Easter. Let me tell you something. This is either the biggest smoke screen of all time, or the New York Giants are heavily invested in J.J. McCarthy in general. Because why would the Giants, on Easter, mind you, and they flew out to Ann Arbor. It's not like McCarthy came from Michigan to go to shithole East Rutherford, New Jersey. No, they went to Ann Arbor and had a private workout with him, I would say a few days after his pro day, which a lot of people happen to like, and his combine. That's what also rose his draft stock. So you got the private workout, the private dinner, and a lot of the chatter around the league, which even if you remove the chatter around the league, I think it's definitely possible that the Giants like J.J. McCarthy as their quarterback, or at least one of the 2-3 guys. I think it's really between him and Drake May. Now, let's sum this up. Let's get to the end of the video. Will they draft J.J. McCarthy if he is available? I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Now, again, we'll see what happens. I could be wrong, but I feel like the Giants are in a better position, and I think the Giants know that they will be in a better position if they select McCarthy than they select a wide receiver. Now, again, take that and run with it and debate me, your personal opinions. I welcome that, but if the Giants take McCarthy and then a round 2 receiver, They have McCarthy to sit behind Jones. McCarthy's ready in 2025, and you don't have to worry about, is the draft order, in our favor? Oh, do we have to rely on this team to win? Oh, we have to, lose a couple of games. Like, obviously, they're probably not thinking about that, but they kind of are, because there's going to be that argument next year if the Giants don't take a quarterback. This year's, the Giants won 5 to 7 games. They're not in position to take a quarterback, and this, that, and the other thing. I think the Giants are going to select J.J. McCarthy if he is available. But, again, if you guys watch my video about 3 guys they could select, Drake May and Malik Neighbors, I still think that's in contention. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Turn on post notifications so you know when a live stream pops or a video drops. Appreciate y'all coming back. We're pretty damn close to 2,000 subscribers. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out. Peace out, guys. See you later. Stay cool.